Most people lose $174,000 in their lifetime without even realizing it. And here's the reason why. At 20 years old, I thought money was something you spent to feel something. A dopamine hit, a reward, an escape. But here's what nobody told me. Every time you spend instead of invest, you're not just losing that money. You're losing every dollar that money could have made you for the next 40 years. In the next few minutes, you're going to discover the one shift that separates people who struggle with money from people who build wealth fast. Miss this, and you'll work twice as hard for half the progress. But before I show you the strategy, you need to understand the mistake that keeps most people broke, even when they try their best to save. Here's what I wish someone told me at 20. You can't budget your way to wealth. You can only earn your way there. Back then, I tried everything. Coding one week, video editing the next, marketing after that. I became a beginner 12 different times, but a master of nothing. If I were starting over today, I would pick one skill, just one. One skill with real earning power. One skill that raises your income fast enough to change everything. Because wealth doesn't come from cutting lattes. Wealth comes from earning more and then using that extra income wisely. I've seen video editors go from $500 a month to $8,000 a month in less than a year. Not because they learned 10 skills, but because they mastered one. Today's highest-paying skills include AI automation and prompt engineering, short-form video editing, copywriting, sales funnels, UX and UI design, and data analysis. Pick one. Master it for 12 months. Not dabble. Master. And ask yourself, what skill could change your income if you committed an entire year to it? Now here's what most finance videos skip. They tell you to save and invest, but they never show you the actual system. So let me show you what changed everything for me. Money isn't a toy. It's not therapy. Money is an employee. Every dollar you earn is a tiny worker, and you only have two choices. Choice 1. Fire that worker the moment you get paid. Choice 2. Assign it a job that pays you for the rest of your life. When you spend $100, it's gone forever. When you invest $100, it works 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, whether you're awake, asleep, motivated, or exhausted. And before I show you where to invest, you need to understand the math, because this is the part nobody explains. If you invest just $120 a month from age 20 to age 30, that's 10 years. You'll end up with around $18,700. Now here's the magic. Stop adding money and let time do the rest. By age 60, that $18,700 turns into $174,000. 10 years of effort. 4 decades of growth. The earlier you start, the louder compound interest works for you. The same system that took my portfolio from 0 to $18,700 is the same system top finance creators used to build their first $100,000. The only difference? They started at 22. I started at 20. And those 2 years created $47,000 in compound interest. And that leads to the switch that separates winners from everyone else. Stop asking, what can I buy with my money? Start asking, what can my money build for me? Because the moment you make that shift, your life stops moving by accident and starts moving by design. Now here's exactly how to execute this shift in 3 simple steps. Step 1. Open a brokerage account. Vanguard, Fidelity, Schwab. It takes 10 minutes. I use Vanguard for the low fees. Step 2. Choose a broad index fund. VOO or VTI. These track the S&P 500. You're not betting on one company, you're betting on the entire American economy. Step 3. Automate your deposit, even $100. Set it and forget it. Automation removes emotion from the equation. This isn't financial advice. This is simply the system I wish someone showed me when I was starting out. And here's what nobody tells you about investing. The habit matters more than the amount. Most people say they'll invest when they make more money. And that's exactly why they stay stuck. Wealthy people don't wait for perfect conditions. They start small and let time do the heavy lifting. But there's one thing that destroys all this momentum, and I see it all the time. The deadliest financial trap is trying to look successful before becoming successful. Luxury clothes, upgraded phones, car payments, designer brands, lifestyle inflation. All of it is money gravity. It pulls your future wealth backward. Here's the truth nobody teaches young people. The ones who look rich early stay broke the longest. The ones who stay humble early build wealth the fastest. Your 20s aren't for flexing, they're for building. Because wealth grows in quiet places. Money grows fastest in the background. And I know it's hard when everyone around you is posting new cars or vacations. But remember, you're not building for their approval. You're building for your freedom. And here's what separates people who build wealth from people who keep it. Your online presence is now more valuable than a resume, more powerful than a degree, more accessible than any other opportunity. Document what you're learning, not when you feel successful, especially when you feel unsure. People don't follow perfection, they follow progress. 1,000 true followers can change your life. 10,000 can change your income. 100,000 can change your career. It's not about being famous, it's about being discoverable. If you shared one thing you learned every day for the next year, how much opportunity would find you? What would happen if you lived for your future self instead of other people's opinions? You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to know everything. You just need to start. And your future self will thank you for every small step. And the truth is, most people never give themselves the chance to see who they could become. They quit right before the breakthrough. They shrink their dreams to match their fears, and they let the world convince them they're not ready. But you are. Every small step you take is a signal to your future self that you refuse to stay where you are. And one day, you'll look back and realize the moment everything changed was the moment you finally believed you were capable of more. I tracked every dollar for 90 days using this exact system. The results shocked me. The spreadsheet, the mistakes, and the one adjustment that doubled my monthly investment. They're all inside the next video. Now that you know how to build wealth from the ground up using small, consistent moves, you're going to need to know the one system that protects that money once it finally starts growing. If you don't know this, you'll build wealth in your 20s only to lose it in your 30s. And you won't even realize it's happening until it's too late. The secret is in my next video, where I walk you through the exact breakdown I used, the pitfalls to avoid, and the shift that keeps your net worth rising instead of collapsing. You don't want to miss it. See you in our next video.